All right, so the fifth Democratic debate just ended, and I really enjoyed that. It was very interesting. It was kind of all over the place. This was the first debate without Martin O'Malley in it to kind of keep the peace. He was kind of there to distract Hillary and Bernie from eating each other alive, essentially. And then once he was gone, just all hell broke loose. You see that in Hillary especially, where she just, Jesus Christ, she just flipped out. She was absolutely went insane during that. Like, I've never seen her like that before. She just started screaming, like, getting really mad. I forget what exactly the issue was even on, though. Like, she had some good points. It was right in the beginning. She was trying to, like, hammer into Bernie in the beginning. She was doing really well. She had some good momentum going, I thought. But then I thought Bernie bounced back really well. So, with the question of who actually won, I'm not entirely sure. Again, I don't think there's been a single Democratic debate where I've been confident that someone won, definitely. They've been pretty even. Because honestly, the Democratic side, they agree with a lot of the issues. There's a lot of overlap. And you still heard that in this. Even after Hillary got really furious, abnormally furious. Even after that, you could see Bernie and Hillary were both saying, although I agree with the other candidate, they just have these minor differences, you know? They said that on a lot of points, like they usually do. Bernie especially, which it's refreshing to see that. At the same time, obviously, it doesn't make for as intense debate as in the GOP side of things, where they're like, "Oh, that's a completely awful idea." Like, there's so much variation and divisiveness going on that side. Well, now on this side, it's one-on-one at this point. And they have a lot of overlap on issues. They just fundamentally don't agree with each other. Bernie doesn't agree with the whole Wall Street super PAC element of Hillary, especially. That's kind of his main point. But yeah, really interesting debate. Even after she was screaming, they calmed down, and it was a really sophisticated debate. They're both very reasonable with each other. There weren't any like personal attacks, really, so that's always good to see. I'd say Bernie edged out Hillary a little bit just because he was able to respond so well to these things. He had a great response on trade, and I forget the other issue around the middle that he was really good on. But yeah, he had some standout moments. Hillary had some standout moments too. She had really good momentum in the beginning, but that was more just laying into Bernie on issues and like bringing up specific references too to support those claims. But then Bernie was coming back with the same thing, is referencing specific time periods. Oh, he made this amazing correction of Rachel Maddow's, one of the comments she made. He made this amazing correction to it. It was great. But yeah, all in all, solid debate. It actually kept me fairly interested throughout. Towards the end, I was starting to wane. Just going on like 2-hour debates, of course it's going to happen. It's like you're watching a movie, but a lot less exciting, you know. But yeah, currently Bernie in New Hampshire polls to project how he's going to do in the primary there in just 5 days, I think. They're voting in the primary there. He's 20 points ahead of Hillary, so let's see. We'll see how it turns out. Hopefully Bernie supporters don't completely screw this one up and get lazy, but he should have this one in the bag. Everyone I talk to seems to believe that as well. But yeah, it was a solid debate, but just like all the other Democratic debates, I don't think it'll have a huge effect, especially as far as the New Hampshire primary goes. I definitely think the whole screaming in the beginning was Hillary's attempt to turn the whole New Hampshire primary on its head, hoping that this like really not offensive, but offensive kind of stance, aggressive would be a better way to say it, hoping that does bodes well for her. It's not going to make the difference, though. And the only thing that would upset it is just people not showing up, the right people not showing up. I don't see how that many people cannot show up, especially when it's Bernie, but we'll see. And yeah, solid debate. Poor Martin O'Malley wasn't there to keep the peace, so they're just let loose on each other. Still pretty civilized considered, though, so impressive. Yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. I'm very interested to hear that. If you thought one of them stood out from each other, because honestly, I said Bernie edged her out, but that might just be because I'm a little biased towards Bernie anyway. So yeah, it's just like almost as if the debates don't make a difference in the Democratic side, for me at least, because they seem to be so like even every time so far, at least, and they're 5 debates in. Yeah. So again, let me know what you think. Sorry, I'm rambling on. I love you. Goodbye.
Follow me on Twitter